आज के सेशन में we will talk about how we can install Docker on a Windows system. Okay, if you are a developer or a DevOps engineer or someone who is learning cybersecurity, now there are higher chances that you have heard about what is Docker. Okay, in this video, I'm going to walk you through the complete correct setup step by step using the WSL2. Okay, we will also talk about that what is Docker. Kabhi virtualization error during the installation. Sometime you will find some virtualization error. कभी WSL issue, कभी Docker demo ने start नहीं हो रहा है. So in this video we will try to mention all those problems. About WSL2. The Windows subsystem for Linux version 2. This is the game changer. We will also talk about the version 1 and what is the difference. So WSL2 doesn't emulate Linux. ये Linux को emulate नहीं करता. It runs a Linux kernel inside Windows system using a lightweight virtual machine managed by the hypervisor. Okay. सो इस केस में आपको कोई वर्चुअल मशीन VMware VBbox ये सब इंस्टॉल नहीं करना है. विद द हेल्प ऑफ WSL2 you can run any Linux command on your Windows system. This means the near native Linux performance right inside your Windows environment. WSL2 is a bridge. Now on one side there is Windows system and on the other side Linux and Docker. We start quickly confirm what we have. So Windows R and the command is ver version. So now you can see on the screen that the Windows version is 25H2 OS build 26200.8246 Microsoft Corporation. So that you have to do next, system should support virtualization. अगर ये ऑन नहीं होगा then in that case आपका hypervisor काम नहीं करेगा और it cannot run that Linux system. Okay, so how you can check that, how to enable this virtualization. In my last video you can see, आप जाके चेक कर सकते हैं, उसमें मैंने दिखाया है how you can check that Intel VT को आप कैसे enable करें. Generally ये enable होता है but before proceeding you must have to verify में install है कि नहीं. How we can verify? In task manager you have to go to this performance, then on CPU just collect on CPU and here you can see that the virtualization is enabled. It means we must have to check that administrator access on your Windows system. Prompt and run as administrator. If you are having the administrative privilege, you will get what you have to do. You have to enable the WSL. So how you can do that? So for that you have to open the command PowerShell. So for that we will move to the PowerShell. Run this as a admin with a administrator, right? Now here what you have to do, you can see that Windows system 32.exe /dism.exe. I'll talk about each and every command. Online enable if you are a feature name is Microsoft-Subsystem. In this command you can see that dism.exe. This launches the DSIM tool which opens the system management utility on Windows. Okay, online is there. Next keyword is online. What is the significance of this? It tells that works on the currently running Windows installation. Otherwise DSM can work offline on Windows image too. So it means कि जो हमने host install किया है हम उस पे काम कर रहे हैं and we are modifying the current Windows feature. Now there is the next key term called enable features. सो अभी हमने देखा कि हाइपरवाइजर को हमने इनेबल किया, हमने चेक किया वर्चुअलाइजेशन इनेबल्ड है कि नहीं, हमने चेक किया एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव प्रिविलेज है कि नहीं। नेक्स्ट व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, वी हैव टू चेक दैट सारे फीचर्स को इनेबल करना है जो कि रिक्वायर्ड है। ये आप ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं दैट टर्न विंडोज फीचर ऑन और ऑफ। आप इसमें जाके आप देख सकते हैं हाइपरवाइजर, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट सर्विसेज आपको यहाँ पे मिलेंगे, वर्चुअलाइजेशन, माइक्रो विंडोज सब सिस्टम फॉर लिनक्स, ये सब आपको चेक करना है। सो अगर या तो आप यू कैन डू इट मैनुअली, और व्हाट यू कैन डू, यू कैन राइट दिस पर्टिकुलर कमांड, और जैसे ही आप हिट एंटर करेंगे इट विल एंड फीचर, विच फीचर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द माइक्रोसॉफ्ट विंडोज सब सिस्टम फॉर लिनक्स फीचर। कौन से? वो सारे जो जरूरी हैं, जो विंडोज के लिए जरूरी है। एंड नो रिस्टार्ट is used to do not restart the computer automatically. Otherwise, what it will do, it will restart your whole system. So here you can see deployment image services and management tool version 10.a image version, enabling feature 100%, the operation completed successful. Now what is the next step? Next, the enable virtual machine platform. For that, which command is we have to run? So we have to change this keyword only. Virtual machine platform. Virtual machine platform. It will enable all the feature which is required for Docker, WSL2 and others. So value deployment services management tool, image version, enabling feature. It is enabling the feature. It will take few seconds. And the operation completed successfully. ठीक है, so हमारा दोनों हो गया. Now what you have to do, you have to restart the system, and after restarting, which command you have to run, that is WSL set default version, to set the default version as 2, and the operation completed successfully. What is the next? Now you have to restart. After restart, you have to set it that is a default WSL2. Next, we have to install the Ubuntu. So how you can do that? Again, you have to move to the PowerShell. Now here you can check that WSL is currently installed and with this particular version. Now what we have to do, WSL install -d Ubuntu. It is downloading Ubuntu on your Windows system now. Now it is asking for the Unix user command, that we will type this as a Manish. Okay, new password I have just given @123, again 123. Now would you like to opt in platform matrix collection? Yes. To see, would you like to opt in to see example data collected? Would you like? Yes. Now you have just made it. Manish @desktop ये. अब आप क्या है कि you can run any command, any Linux command on your Windows system. अब आपको कोई भी दूसरा, अब कोई भी वर्चुअल मशीन आपको इंस्टॉल करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, किसी भी तरह का आपको उसमें वर्चुअलाइजेशन परफॉर्म करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. इससे आप किसी को भी पिंग कर सकते हैं. पिंग 8.8.8.8 and you will get the reply. ठीक है. we will talk about that how we can install the docker. So उसके लिए आपको docker को install करना होगा. मैंने docker already install करके रखा है, but what you can do, you can download this from the docker.com, and from here you can see download docker desktop. ठीक है, and you can download it for your Windows system or system. So my system is Intel AMD, so you can download it by simply clicking. अब इसके बाद आप इसको इंस्टॉल कर लेंगे. After installing you can click on this. After installing, what you have to do, you have to perform on general setting. Now here you can see on the screen that there is a setting icon. You have to click on that. On general setting you have to enable the use WSL2 based engine. So where you will get this, use WSL2 based engine. Okay, second setting is you have to go to the resources. On resources you will see what you have to do. Close this and you can go back to the your Ubuntu system. Exit your Linux Docker version. So here you can check Docker PS. Healthy. So I have run few other projects for which it shows that is completely running. Okay, now to check, to verify that Docker is doing all the tasks what you have to do, or Docker is responding, you can simply run docker run hello world. ठीक है, अब find उसको वो नहीं मिलेगा, and here you can see इसने पैकेज को fetch किया and you are getting return hello from Docker. It means that Docker is working fine in that particular system. Now we are just launching a web server with the help of Docker. What it will do, it will open localhost on 8080 in your browser. Live web server is running in a container. All are the activity which you can perform in the system. ठीक है, so we have installed, checked and all. Check the setup. We have launched the web server. Web server is already launched. Now how it works? So how it works, there is a container. In that particular container, hello world, your apps, ng, nix, everything is installed. Now it is connected with the Docker engine. Now Docker engine is running in the Ubuntu environment. That Ubuntu environment is running on the WSL2 Windows Subsystem for Linux in Linux kernel. Okay, Docker runs natively inside the Linux. Okay, now everything is running on the Windows host, and that is on Windows hardware. So containers share the Linux kernel, making them the lightweight. Now you have to decide, either you can install a complete different virtual machine or VMware or VBox, and then you can install either Kali operating system, Linux operating system, or you can install any Kali or Linux on container or WSL2, which gives equal feel on that. What we have performed, we have first we have enabled WSL Windows Subsystem for Linux. हमने फिर virtualization को enable किया. We have to restart the system. हमने फिर WSL2, that step is important. You have to set that the default version should be WSL2. Then we have installed Ubuntu. हमने WSL को verify किया, फिर हमने Docker को install किया, Docker को configure किया, Docker को configure means that on general and resource setting. फिर हमने test किया और deploy किया. Now everything is set up.